Hey everybody, it's like we've done a couple times in the past. Sometimes in sermon prep, there's just so much that we can't possibly fit everything into one message. And so we do these 5-minute sermon sidecar, where we provide just some of the thoughts that, to use movie lingo, got left on the cutting room floor in final edits. So this week, coming off a sermon talking about idolatry, how does the Bible identify idolatry? What are the ways that Scripture does it so that we can take those same questions into our own lives? There were some questions that I came across in reading and in studying and prepping, some questions that are my own, that I use in my own life to help me and I've given to people. And so I just wanted to share some questions from the primary source for some of these questions, and I'll identify them. Kyle Idleman wrote a book called Gods at War. Very practical look at idolatry. He really spends a lot of time getting into different categories of idolatry and things like that in our life. So some of the questions he asks in the book: what disappoints you? And he notes that disproportionate disappointment may reveal where we have placed hope and longing and meaning outside of God. So not a normal, appropriate level of disappointment, but disproportionate disappointment. What disappoints you more than it should? That might reveal that we've made something an idol. Idleman asks, what do you complain about the most? What do you whine about the most? What troubles you the most that shouldn't? Politics, coworkers, neighbors, things like that. And then he says, what worries you and what infuriates you? The things that create a more heightened emotional response can reveal where an idol may be. Now, note that I said can reveal. This isn't a blanket accusation of anything that annoys you is an idol. What he's really getting at, if you read the book, is where do you have an unhealthy reaction in these areas? So those are Idleman's questions. Questions that I've used, that I've given to people, that I use in my own life. Where's your sanctuary? Where's your safe place? I'm not talking about the literal sanctuary in a church building. Where is your emotional, mental sanctuary that you go to for refuge when you need kind of that rescue? What do you obsess over? What do you hyperfixate to a degree that you should not? Again, this can be any number of the things we've already talked about, but these questions can help us identify idols. And then one of the last questions: what are your compulsions? What do you have to do, right? Like, I wake up in the morning and the first thing I have to do is check my emails. Why? I mean, really ask. Another way of phrasing this would be, what are you addicted to? What do you need to get done in your day that you don't literally need to get done in your day, or need to get done? Maybe you're like, no, you don't understand. I need to do this for my job. Okay, but do you need to do it the very first thing when you wake up? No, I need to check my social media platforms to see if anybody sent me a message. Okay, but do you need to do it before you even eaten? Like, what are the things that we compulsorily, I don't know how to say that word. We're going to leave this in the video anyway. What are our compulsions that shouldn't be? So those are some of Idleman's questions. Those are some of my own. Hopefully you find them helpful as we seek to root out idols in our lives.